What's up, what's up, what's up, beautiful PHP people? Welcome everyone. How everyone is feeling today? Welcome everyone. Excited to have you all today. I'm back, baby. What's up, GTS Mag? How you doing? Autopasses, how you doing as well? Jordan, how you doing, dude? Thanks for saying hi from TikTok. Oh, well, actually, Twitter. Thank you, thank you. Welcome everyone, welcome everyone. Chat, today will be exciting, okay? Today will be exciting. We are going to literally change the world in the PHP industry, okay? And you guys are going to be part of it, okay? I'm going to develop literally cargo vet, which is something very popular on the Rust world, but we're going to have that on PHP, okay? Alexandra, what's up, dude? Hoodle, nice to see you. By the way, I've been a little bit off streams. There is a reason for that, okay? There is a reason. I literally, do you know what these eyeliners? So now I have them, you know. So my mouth is full of eyeliners and I'm trying to get used to them. I think now I am kind of okay with it, but the first few days it kind of hurt my mouth. So that's why, you know. Anyways, we're back today, chat. Welcome everyone to the live stream. Excited to see you all. From Quebec? Dude, that's awesome. Welcome to the live stream. Excited to have you. All right, let's get started, chat. Let's get started. Welcome, everyone. Say hi on the chat. I want to see you today. Let me just show you what we have today on the pipeline. So, all right. So today we are going to actually work together on developing a new CLI tool that will literally become the standard on every single PHP application that you know today, okay? So as you guys may well know, we have Laravel Pint, we have Past PHP, and we have actually many other little CLI tools that the PHP ecosystem relies on, okay? Today, we are going to literally develop one more that will become standard. Like, literally everyone will use this, okay? Why do I know that? Because it's standard on the Rust world, it's standard on the Go world, and it will become a standard on the PHP world as well, okay? This tool is about protecting you to supply chain attacks. So every single time you type something like composer update, you will have to literally review the changes introduced on that same composer update on the vendor world, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you will end up with something that looks like this. I'm still yet deciding this stuff, so that's kind of the work today a little bit. You know what I mean? What Laravel 0? It's actually built on top of Laravel 0, so that's actually a good point. Oscar, what's up, dude? Welcome to the chat. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, my name is Nuno. Typically, I stream a bunch, but on the last 2 weeks, I haven't streamed much just because of this stuff right here. I just literally put eyeliners, and I'm trying to get used to them. What's up, Andrea Silva from TikTok? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. All right, so what do we have to talk about? Let's actually talk about the recent news. Laravel 013 is out, new website. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that this was made with AI or with AI? I don't even know. It's looking good though, I think. It's obviously made with AI, but it's looking unique, okay? So if you love building CLI apps, check the new Laravel 013 version, which is looking sexy as fuck. Welcome everyone, chat. Welcome everyone. What is this? This is Laravel 0. So in case you don't know, Laravel Pint, Forge CLI, Expose, Cloud CLI, there's a bunch of PHP CLI little tools. All of them are built on top of Laravel 0, okay? This is literally my very first open source project, okay? How different is my voice? Chat, come on, be honest with me. How different is my voice now with eyeliners? Is that different? It is annoying? Be honest with me, be honest. Rodizio, what's up, dude? Welcome to the live stream, nice to see you. I'm gonna actually hear eyeliners for the next 12 months. 12 months, chat. That's how much time I'm gonna spend using this thing, you know? But it's worth, you know, at the end I'm gonna have a nice smile and I'm happy with that. It's you need to see this as an investment. Every single time you take care of your dental health, it's like an investment, you know what I mean? Interesting. There is a comment from Oscar for you that I don't see on my chat. Where that chat might be on. It might be on Twitter, maybe. I don't even know. Wise choice. Here we go. Here we go. Welcome everyone, chat. Do you think it's a good choice for the future software engineering? 100%. There is no better time to be a software engineering. We see a lot of people literally becoming a software engineers. We have a good case actually on Twitter right now, which is Samantha from the Laravel team. She literally, you know, she knows the basics. What is a terminal? What is PHP? She haven't built an app before, and now she's literally building apps with the help of Cloud Code. Very good story, by the way. All right, what else we have? We had Aaron Francis on the Laravel team. Come on, everyone clapping for Aaron Francis. Every single one of you clapping for Aaron Francis joining the Laravel team. Obviously super excited. I honestly, you know, we had very good people on marketing, but I'm 100% sure that Aaron Francis is a very good fit for Laravel. So very happy with Aaron Francis. Everyone clapping for Aaron Francis, okay? Parza is asking, what other tech sectors do you think will explode in the coming years? I think like, oof, that's a very good question. Which other tech sectors are going to explode? Well, infra for sure. Infra, like if you want to be, there is no better time to be an infra engineering because there is a lot of people that are going to build applications and not a lot of places to actually ship those live coders applications. So, Zoro, what's up, dude? Welcome, welcome. Sabrita, nice to see you. Welcome Twitch, TikTok, and everyone. Excited to have TikTok here with us today, chat. All right, so what else? Ooh, I have exciting news for you, chat. I have exciting news for you. I actually started to develop my own skills framework library this weekend. It's in progress. It's called the Odd Stack, okay? Top secret stuff for you all, okay? You guys do not share this with anyone, okay? Top secret information for all of you, okay? I'm going to literally develop the best skills library on the entire planet. Call it the Hood Stack. It's a work in progress. Do not use this, but it will be huge, like literally huge, okay? If you add a GitHub start already, you can do it, but do not use this already. It's a work in progress, okay? It's a work in progress. W past 5, by the way, I agree. Past 5 for the win, chat. Past 5 for the win. So this is the work in progress, and I want to literally tell you a little bit about what this is about. I don't want you to use this because I'm not sure if I'm going to finish it. I'm not sure where I'm going to end up with this, but just to give you a little bit of a perspective of this, what can end up being in the future, is something like this. You go to your terminal and you type auth init. This will literally spawn your agents.md, will equally spawn a cloud.md that will point to agents.md, will spawn a skills folder and everything. And my goal is literally just give you skills by default, stuff you just don't have to worry anymore. You just type, review something, and this will use the best practices on reviewing code. You type something like, I don't know, should I deploy or something like that? A bunch of little skills, and those skills will be handmade by me, okay? That's the goal. It's a work in progress, and it will be huge, okay? This will make your stack like the most productive thing in the planet. Warchi, what's up, dude? Welcome to the live stream. Varkov, what's up, dude? So yeah, this is called the auth stack. Will be very popular in the future. Not yet. It's top secret information. You guys do not share any of that on Twitter, okay? Auth stack for the win. What else do I have? Let's go back. My past 5 talk is out on YouTube. What else? This is a new video, new video, new video, new video, new video. Is anyone using --tia already, chat? Anyone using --tia already? Type WTIA if you are using TIA, chat. Everyone typing WTIA right now. Ooh, I have a very, very unpopular opinion. I'm not really sure, but I want to get your gut feeling. By the way, okay. This is my opinion, and I wrote this on Twitter, and I want you guys to share your opinion with me to see what you guys think about this. Okay. I do think that in 2026, coding agents don't yet produce maintainable code, okay? I feel like one of the biggest problems of coding agents at the minute is that they don't work very well with a big context window. They also don't work very well by not having all of the awareness of the project. And for that reason, they never produce maintainable code. Our brain is still bigger in terms of maintenance window of context window than coding agents. You know what I mean? And I have never used an agent so far that produced maintainable code by default. And a lot of people told me, this is because you don't know what you're doing. You're not using the proper skills. That's like bullshit. 100% bullshit, chat. 100% bullshit. Like I do see like, a lot of skills out there. I've used them, all of them. None of them work. That's partly the reason why I did start the auth stack. Because I want to see how much can I push the skills further. Like I want to see, okay, is my cloud code not producing maintainable code because I don't have proper skills on my project? Or it's because it's just simply not there yet. That's partly the reason why I'm building this project, because I want to be sure about like what I'm saying, You know what I mean? Thank you so much for joining on TikTok, everyone. You guys are awesome. Well, I'm happy that a bunch of you agree on my opinion because, I was kind of feeling it a little bit. Shit! I literally forgot. We just reached literally 30K subscribers on the channel. Thank you so much for your support, okay? 30K subscribers on YouTube. That's because of every single one of you, okay? I appreciate you guys literally being on my side for every single day. You guys being just so awesome with me. You guys are beautiful and I love you so much. Thank you for that, all right? 30K subscribers, 700 videos. We're making more progress than ever. My channel is going very well. Very happy with my progress, okay? Watch time is like on the top, so super happy. Thank you so much for that. Good evening, Comer. Welcome to the live stream. Or actually saying on this AI era, how to become a good developer and relevant on the software market. Well, I think there is 2 things you need to keep in mind on this software era, on this AI era. First of all is that you need to work with AI and be good working with AI. This is like critical, okay? Critical. Even though like AI is not there yet, you are more productive with AI, regardless, you know what I mean? So you need to know how to work with AI. You need to be good with, set up your AI environment, know when to pivot between agents. At the same time, you need to keep learning, man. And this is a very important thing. Every single time you develop something locally, you need to be aware that you need to learn about what you're doing right now, okay? So if you're doing some front end with React, take your time to learn React code, you know what I mean? Jacanito, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for coming today. How you doing? By the way, chat, everyone going all the way down and subscribing my YouTube channel, okay? Every single one of you subscribing my YouTube channel. Even you TikTokers. Use kind of saying the following. I like LLMs where they are useful. Automation, just a few steps, just like me, dude. Just like me. I know a lot of people like to go multi-agent and blah, 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 blah. Not me, dude. One single agent, step by step, and that's it. That's the end of the story for me, okay? Chat, thank you so much for the 30K subscribers. I appreciate you guys being so awesome with me, okay? Beep, 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 beep. What else? Tia. What else? Laravel inertia being the best stack in the planet. Yes. 30K subscribers. PHP 8.6 coming. By the way, I have also exciting news. Chat, I'm sorry. We're taking a little bit before going to the pet project. But, I just have a lot of news for you all. On October 15 and October 16, there will be a huge event on my channel. Okay, huge event on my channel. I'm going to fly to JetBrains. I'm going to literally do a 2 days live stream over there again. And it will be just the biggest stream ever done on the PHP industry. So, top secret information. Subscribe my channel if you want to know more about that. But it's happening, man. It's happening, dude. WPHP Artisan Dev. That's a good one, Chad. That's a good one indeed. Coding Night. How you doing, dude? Thanks for saying hi. Do you still writing code by hand? No, I do not. But I do review all my code. I think a lot of people confuse writing code by hand by not reviewing my code. If your question is if I don't review my code, I do. Okay, I do review all my code. By the way, did you guys saw that Cursor literally launched a GitHub competitor today? It's called it Artisan, I think. Cursor GitHub. It's called it Artisan, I think. Which is not yet accessible, I think. But they are literally doing like a GitHub alternative, chat. Whitewater, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you. Tilly, how you doing? I love your podcast, by the way. Congratulations on starting that on. PHP is moving fast, 100%, dude. PHP is kicking. W Cursor, more or less, huh? I'm not a big fan of Cursor, chat, if I'm honest with you. Okay, big shout out to all my sponsors, CodeRabbit.ai. If you want to have some nice code reviews through AI, check them out if you haven't already. Redberry.international, a nice digital agency that works with Laravel, Vue.js, check them out. JetBrains, the best company in the entire planet behind the best editor in the world, PHP Storm. TypeSense, if you want to have some nice search box that actually works, this is typesense.org. Check them out. SERP API, if you want to have some nice Google as an API. Okay, chat, this is essential. If you want to have something actually works as Google API, check them out. SERPAPI.com. BentoNow.com. By the way, chat, Bento is literally the most cheapest emailing service that ever existed on the PHP industry. All right? Check them out if you haven't already. They are absolutely awesome. BentoNow.com. And we are about to have a new sponsor coming next week. GitHub is down 100%, dude. GitHub is like literally begging for someone to do a new product in their behalf. That's what I think. All right, so what else do we have? Are we done with news? Are we done with PHP news? I think we are done. All right, chat. We are done with news. Laravel 0, yes, we done. Oddstack, we done. So I want to show you what I've been working on. Chat, there will be a co-working stream. If you are doing some coding, join me on this journey, by the way, all right? So I'm a junior. As Kuni saying the following. So I'm a junior. I don't need to write code anymore, Nuno. All right, let's clarify something, chat. I receive this question literally every single day. We need to clarify something, okay? So every single one of you, pay attention to this editor right now, okay? So what did we do on the years 2000s, okay? We write every single character, right? And we review all of our code. This is what we do in the years 2000s. Now, what we do on the years 2010s, we don't actually write anymore every single car because every single time you just type F, you have a nice auto-completion. You remember that? So you don't actually type every single character. You type some characters with nice auto-completion. Okay? This is what we do. We still review all of our code. Okay, this is 2010s. 2020s, okay, 2020s. With GitHub Copilot, what we start having, Copilot, with GitHub Copilot, we no longer actually type even some characters, literally just auto-completed the entire function. Do you guys remember that one? So we type even less chars, much better auto-completion, like literally entire functions, chat, if you guys remember, okay? And we still review our code. 2026, right now, okay? Right now, chat. Every single one of you looking at this right now. 2026, we have AI or LLMs, let's call it that way, LLMs, writing entire files. Now, this step is critical. If you want to be a very good software engineering, this step is critical. You still review all of our code. Okay? Nothing actually changes that much. As you guys may think, well, it will change completely my industry and blah, blah, blah. Well, you still review the entire thing. And one little thing is that if in the past this would take an hour and this would take an hour, for example, right now this will take an hour and 30 minutes and this stuff will take like 0 seconds. Let's put it that way. Okay. So you still like, it's not the 2x improvement or a 10x improvement. Well, you are faster, but at the same time, you spend more time reviewing your code. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know if this helps. PHP is not moving fast enough. Laravel is moving fast. Well, that's true. Laravel is moving very, very fast. I do agree with that one. All right, chat. Let me know if you agree with this analogy. This is what I think the industry is moving. A lot of people, they try to confuse you like, you don't write code anymore. Well, you don't type it, but you still review it. It's the same stuff as before, you know? Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. GitHub is down a lot these days. Indeed, dude. It's crazy. Sam is saying the following. I like the cursor for an NE now. It defaults to an agent chat. Well, that's the reason why I don't use cursor. Thank you so much for that analogy. You're welcome, dude. I appreciate the question. Before 2020, we copy-paste from Stack Overflow. Indeed, dude. That's so true. All right, chat. So today I'm developing Pet. So what is Pet? I want to kind of explain you. I want to ask you something. And you guys answer yes or no, depending on the question, okay? Get ready. When you guys type Composer Update, and you get some updates from the vendor, like Filament, some package that Filament is using, some other package that you don't care about, like when you receive all of those updates, how many of you are going to check the diff or what is the content of those updates? Does any of you check what do you have coming to the vendor when you type Composer Update? Type yes if you check, type no if you don't. But my bet is that none of us actually, nobody literally checks this. No one, literally, exactly. No one, nobody checks this, okay? Now, once you reach certain levels of security, certain levels of, you are making millions or thousands, for example, there is something that on the Rust ecosystem exists. Call it the Rust vet, okay? What the Rust vet does is someone do need to check that diff, okay? Now it can be AI, it can be yourself, but someone needs to check the diff. On the PHP industry today, we don't have anything that will check that diff at the minute, okay? We obviously have, of course, packages checking for CAVs and, packages checking, doing their best to check if there is an issue, but there is no actual, person checking and reviewing the code coming to the PHP, okay? So what I will do is something that you just type the following. You just come here, you type pet, how is the command again? Coverage, I think? I don't even know, I literally forgot. Well, the goal is that you type Composer Update, okay? And if there is a new dependency that got a bump or an update, you'll get prompt to review that dependency changes. So there will be a nice diff that will tell you, oh, this particular file now have this. But on top of that, there's a new binary or a new auto-loaded file, which allows you to review a little bit things before actually execute them, okay? Besides being helpful for supply chain attacks, this tool is also helpful to control a little bit your dependencies. Sometimes you are relying on something, and that is like a new version which will pull a bunch of new dependencies, and you may not agree with all of them. You may not want all of them, and you are saying, well, that's it. Like, this is pulling too much stuff. I'm going to just literally copy paste a little bit the code, and that's enough. So this is what the PAT project will be about. Is literally what Rust Vet is about. By the way, let's just go here and check Rust Vet. By the way, it's not Rust Vet, it's Cargo Vet. By the way, okay. Here we go. Okay. Cargo Vet is a subcommand tools that ensure third-party dependencies get audited by trusted entity, and the trusted entity is yourself. Now, this is actually, by the way, I'm seeing here a comment from Gutierrez, which is the following: without an agent. This is why I think now this will become even more powerful, because you can. I was thinking, and you guys let me know what you guys think. I was thinking like you type composer update, that will prompt you, oh, there is this diff, and you can instantly proxy to an agent. So you have your Cloud Code, for example, reviewing all of the diff and let you know like, oh, this is okay, this is not okay. And I think like, I would use this, okay? I would use this, 100% sure Laravel Cloud will use this since day one, because it will be yet another more security coming to the project. But what you guys think? Let me know in the comment chat. What do you guys think? WW or not? Let me know. Agent, thank you so much for the subscription on Prime for 14 months, dude. You are supporting my work for 14 months already. You are absolutely awesome. Thank you, thank you. Dev, what's up, dude? Thank you for following. Thank you for all the new followers, chat. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I think this can be really powerful. I'm pretty sure this will be something I would use all the time, and for that reason, I'm pretty sure people will use it as well. Okay. Is this a Taylor thing? No, this is a Nuno thing. Definitely needed. Yeah. 100%, chat. Kazakh Tax, what's up, dude? Welcome to the live stream. I have worried about vendor tax. Yeah, like patch will literally not allowing you to install a new thing before you review it. That's why I think it's so powerful. Okay, so you type composer update. There is a little update. You need to validate it. Literally, just you need to go validate that update before actually going to your system. Okay. All right. So what do we have so far on this project, chat? So far, we have literally almost a vibe-coded approach to it. At the same time, it's already with some of the safety tools we use all the time. So we have Rector PHP, we have Pint with some of the good stuff already. We have Past PHP, so we have already some of the quality tools in the process. However, most of the content right here is literally vibe coded, okay? Now, it follows some of my principles, which is good already, but we may have to check this. And I am afraid that we are going to literally remove stuff. Most of the work today will be clean up, remove features that we don't need, clean up API. For example, something I have done yesterday night is clean up this API, which they actually suggested the API that comes with Cargo Vet, which I don't like it, to something a little bit more simple. Okay. All right, chat. All right. Keep the good content. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Chat, by the way, we have close to 100 people watching the live stream, but only 15 likes. Every single one of you on YouTube right now, go all the way down and click on the like button, subscribe, blah. Verify before upload. Correct. That's the goal. Through static analysis, but also through manual validation, either through agents or not. It will resolve dependencies without applying. That's the goal, yes. Correct. Okay, that's the goal. A lot of work to do, still a lot of work to do, but that's the goal, yes. Okay, honestly, we need to double check exactly what we have at the minute. So we do have a CLI tool, which, do we have a list command? Hopefully we do. Yeah, we have a CLI tool with a couple of commands. We have Cloud Code. Let's open it right away. Okay, Cloud Code all in, chat. Boo. Sukiko, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Nice to see you. So a lot of the stuff here, it's still confusing to me what it is. A bunch of these commands were migrated literally and line by line from Cargo Vet, and we may not need a lot of them. So a lot of the work today will be just removing features. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's get some work done today, chat. Let's get some work done today. Are you going to work on it right now? Yes, That's the plan. That's the plan, chat. So by the way, I haven't committed anything. Although I'm going to send you the repo. Will support private packages, I guess? Yes, it will. Here we go. This is the repo. And I'm going to tell you already, chat, this will become very, very popular. It's impossible not to become popular just because it's popular on the Rust world and in Go world as well. So that's a good thing, by the way. When you pivot between languages, you always have nice ideas to bring to your own ecosystem. And, you know, it's one more thing you can bring to the ecosystem, okay? By the way, everyone subscribing my YouTube channel, chat. Every single one of you. All right, the first thing I need to focus today is the following. I'm going to just literally ask Cloud Code right now, describe all these commands in a very simple way for a PHP developer, okay? I need to really make sure what I have right now, okay? A lot of this stuff, again, was vibe coded literally, so we need to make sure we only ship stuff we are fully confident about and, you know, that we know what we are doing. So we have pet coverage. I don't like the name already, but list the installed packages you have not reviewed yet. Worst first, with the number of files which review would cost you. Start here. Okay, so pet coverage will literally tell me stuff I haven't reviewed already. Should this call it past pet coverage? I'm not sure. In some way, probably it should, because when you type past PHP coverage, will literally tell you like how much files are covered by that code coverage. And pet coverage might actually do the same. So that's all right. Let's keep it for now. I think it's fun. Oh, I like that one. Yeah, I like that one. Gothier is saying the following. Why don't we use pet audit? That actually might be a good name already. I like audit. What do you guys think, Chad? Should we use audit or coverage? Type on the chat audit or coverage or something else. I don't like review, agent. Pet coverage, pet review. Wait. Oh my God, we have a 50-50. All right, people saying audit on YouTube. Coverage is test related, sort of. Yeah, audit, honestly, I like audit. And also audit is a little bit more code security, you know what I mean? All right, let's start another cloud coding session right here. I'm going to say fully rename the coverage command and anything else you may find important from coverage to audit. All right, so it's in progress, chat. It's in progress. What else we have? We have pet fingerprint package. I hate this name fingerprint because I cannot instantly associate with something. And if I cannot associate with something, it's a red flag already, okay? Every single time you guys are developing an API, if the API is confusing for you, that's a red flag. You know what I mean? Malok, how you doing? All right, let's see what we have here. Shows what installed package actually is, hash of its bytes, either it runs code install time, scripts, composer plugin in a bin. In the dangerous functions, its code reaches proc open. Okay, this literally sucks as a name. So basically we'll do a full audit of the package almost. I almost feel that we should have pet audit, and then if we provide a package, we'll bypass to this one. What do you guys think? Give me a moment, chat. 1 minute pause, chat. I'll be back. Yeah, I was thinking, what do you guys think? We do pet, pet cover or pet audit, and then if we provide a package, we'll just, instead of audit the full thing, we'll just audit that package in particular. I like this one. I like this approach. This is what I will do, chat, I think. What do you guys think? Validated? Approved? It's not useful, but we kind of still need to give this option. You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to do that. Once you're done, can you refactor things so this will become pet audit, and then we provide the package name. Okay, chat, just like that. Beautiful stuff. Okay, so if we provide the package, then we are auditing a single package instead of auditing the entire story. I like this. I like this much better. So pet is the equivalent of cargo vet, by the way. Don't forget to pet your package regularly. Exactly. All right, chat. I just asked that, and I think it will be the next step. Next, we have pet diff package. Shows what changed between the version you reviewed and the version you have. So I think when you do pet audit, I think you should do the diff at the same time. Pet will audit before the composer update. In fact, it won't allow you to do the composer update unless you audit what is coming through composer. So that's the goal. Will be a composer plugin almost. You know what I mean? I like what you named a pet. Dude, I just named pet because that is cargo vet, and which is a Rust project. And this is for PHP, so I replace V with P. That's it. There is no behind the scenes meaning, by the way. You think vet is a better name? I don't like it. I think pet is much more fun. Chat, should we call this vet or pet? Type on the chat, pet or vet. Let's move forward with that. What do you guys think? Pet, of course. Here we go. Here we go. Bruno is like with me, but also Fampa. Pet is like a guard dog. Here we go. You guys understand. Hey Coaster, how you doing? By the way, everyone clapping for Jonathan Coaster. He was one of the persons behind the new Paint update that allows you to style blade files. Some of the work on that project actually relies on his plugin, Blade Preacher plugin. Here we go. So everyone clapping for Jonathan Coaster, okay? The logo should be a dog, 100%. By the way, chat, can you guys see my eyeliners? Be honest with me, okay? Don't lie to me, okay? Every single one, don't lie to me, okay? Can you guys see my eyeliners? Come on, do an effort. Let me know. Can you guys see it? I'm probably still making a lot of noises. I'm getting used to it, but can you guys see any of my eyeliners? Is like visible or not really? I think it is. It must be visible. You didn't notice? Let's go. Yep. I do have eyeliners, chat. I do have eyeliners. You're what? Okay, you guys don't know. All right, if you just arrived, there is a reason why I didn't stream for the past 2 weeks, and it's because I put eyeliners. You see? So I'm making an effort to have my smile a little bit more beautiful in the future. This involves putting this stuff right here for the next 14 months. Eyeliners. It's basically like, you guys don't know what it is? How do I explain this? Eyeliners. Yeah, this. So I'm literally getting used to them yet, you know. That's why. Well, that's cool that you guys haven't noticed. That's cool, actually. All right, chat. We have next. So is this done, by the way? Docs updated. Yes. So that's done. What else? How much are we in this session? $2 only. That's good. All right. Next, we have pet diff package from. I think like we don't give the from, and yep. So the next step will be this should be refactored into. So if I want to see a diff, I'm going to pet audit package name, and that's it. This will display a diff into this. So basically we audit, and then as part of audit, we also check the diff. Does it make sense? I'm going to change to plan mode because I'm not sure if it makes sense. So I'm going to change to plan mode so I have Cloud Code telling me this, okay? Godspeed with the journey, thank you. We call it them retainers in UK. So there is a difference between retainers and aligners, I think. Aligners, yeah. So I'm using aligners, but then I'm going to use retainers. You know what I mean? So this is what I think it is, okay? I may be confused, okay? So right now I have aligners, which is this, but then from like 12 months from now, I'm going to use retainers, which is something I use only at night. This is what I'll use after. So this stuff right here, it's basically to sleep with it, to sleep with this, nothing else, you know? So I will only sleep with them, not actually use them during the day. This is actually the code diff. Okay, if I were to show any release notes, they will be on the top of the diff. Who will look at the code diff when updating dependencies? I will. Honestly, I will. Like, if I'm updating, you guys need to realize, like, the projects I maintain right now, they are so serious, they impact so many people that I review every single little detail of what I'm shipping, including on the vendor folder. Okay? I'm dealing with a lot of money on the projects I'm making and working with. So every single composer update, yes, I will review every single thing. Obviously, you don't review like if either the code has a bug or not, but in terms of security, you are going to literally review if there is something that can be exploitable by an hacker. You know what I mean? And again, why I'm sure this is important, it's because I'm using on, like for example, I'm using this stuff on Moat. Like if you guys go to Laravel Moat, which is a Rust project I have built, one of the CI's job is make sure I don't have any stuff being bad. Like here we go. So here is the file that contains everything I have reviewed in terms of vendor directory. You know what I mean? Here, this version is safe to deploy. This version is safe to deploy. This is like my reviews. It's a must, Melloc. Exactly. It's 100% sure a must. Okay. All right, chat. What we have? So we have Cloud Code working on this. Let's go back and move forward with the API to see, if we continue to agree with everything. So right now we are moving this pet diff to pet audit package and just show the diff by default. Then we have pet certify package. Okay. So again, this is the process. So if we are doing, chat, follow me on this one, okay? Follow me on this one. Let's just think a little bit all together, okay? Let's think a little bit. So we have pet audit, and I can audit, for example, Laravel framework if I wanted to. This is actually a bad example because, we are very secure right there. But imagine, for example, something that comes from a vendor, some community member, you know what I mean? Vendor community, math or whatever. If you type this, you will have an interactive session or an interactive way to review the changes and make sure you agree with them. But let's assume you don't want to, you just want to generate, let me think. I'm trying to understand if it makes sense to just agree with this through an action, an option, or just do certify. You know what I mean? Let me think a little bit. Come on, chat, I need your help right now. So again, the goal of this command is make sure I agree with the contents of that package. And I'm trying to understand if I want to say, I don't know, agree or validate or whatever here, or if I want to have an extra command for this. Because the pet audit also works like globally. It seems to me that I kind of want to audit, also agree with all of them on the very early, on the very first one. I would prefer to pass a diff report to an agent. Yes. So this pet audit will 100% sure have an agent option. That's one of the main goals. Is it to always trust or just current changes? So you will trust on the version. So the way I was thinking, Adrian, is if I go now to my pat.json, the way I was thinking about this, and you let me know what you think, is that, let's go here to a real example. Okay, so you are on your project right now. You have this pat.json where you allow on the required dev to have a Laravel Pint on this version. And on this version, you agree with the require and you agree to be able to execute Pint. Okay? Why this is useful? Because you may not agree with, for example, you may agree with having Pint, but you may not agree with executing Pint. Okay. By the way, Shed, everyone subscribing to my YouTube channel, okay? Every single one of you. 30K subscribers, super happy with the results so far. Thank you so much for your support. John Sugar is saying the following. Pet audit package can be... Ooh, trust. That's a good one, Bruno. I like this one. Chat. Pet trust package. I like trust. So here's the question. Should we do... Yeah, I like trust. Trust is a good one. So if we do pet audit in no interactive and non-interactive, which will be the default for agents, we just get the report. And then we can type individually pet trust. And then we provide the package name. If we don't provide the package name, we are trusting the full story. What do you guys think about this? So pet trust will trust all like everything. Pet trust Laravel Pint will trust Laravel Pint. What do you guys think about this one? I like trust, man. You guys are good. That's why I love streaming, man. We just get so much. We just go so much faster. So the agree sucks. Now looking at the trust one, I like trust. Trust is much better. What do you guys think about trust? Should we use trust, chat? Since GitHub is down, I cannot deploy. Dude, welcome to the club. Like, nobody can do anything right now. So just enjoy the stream, dude. You cannot deploy to Laravel Cloud. Oh, because your project is on GitHub. Well, you know, welcome to the club, dude. Joaquinito is saying the following. Executing through bin is one thing, but how about having a Laravel artisan command? What do you mean? Pet trust that does everything is dangerous. I don't know if it's dangerous, dude. Like, imagine you are installing this now on an existing project. Do you really want to go one by one, or you just trust everything and you start validating since that moment? I feel it's better that way, you know. Though realistically, the way I will use this is that I'm gonna go to Pinkery, and I'm gonna just trust everything I have. And from that moment, I'm going to start reviewing every single change on vendor. That's the way I'm going to do things. So I think it will be the same for the other people. What do you guys think? I think it makes much more sense like that. Let's go with... that's what I think. Chat, come on. What do you guys think? I need opinions, chat. I need opinions. Love your content. Thank you so much, dude. All right, if you just arrived, by the way, PAT is the equivalent of cargo vet. Basically, it's a way of validating every single new package you are getting through Composer Update, okay? I like the verb trust, me too. The baseline is the right approach. Yeah, so pet trust will give you a baseline. Oh, let's move forward with this, and then we just and then we think about this later, okay? All right. Let's go back. How much we have on this session already? Ooh. So when should the audit package show the delta? Only when the debtor disagrees. Yes, exactly. Pet diff can compare, blah, blah, blah. Keep with explicit from, no. I don't want a pet diff anymore. So once we done, we done. So I'm going to drop pet diff. That's the goal. All right. So I'm going to do another Cloud Code session. I'm going to say the following. Let's refactor pet certify to. Basically, pet trust should trust every single project, every single existing project basically creates the baseline. Pet trust package only adds that project to the baseline. I'm going to go into plan mode so Cloud Code can think a little bit about this, but also tell me if he doesn't agree with this, okay? John Sugar is saying dash baseline. Yeah, that might actually be a better idea. Not sure yet. I do agree that pet trust without an option might be a little bit dangerous to just instantly just agree with everything. But yeah, I kind of agree with you. Technologia, what's up, dude? Welcome to the live stream. Good afternoon to you as well. How you doing? Welcome everyone, chat. If you just arrived, my name is nunomaduro, PHP and Laravel developer. I love what I do. Let's just put you a part of everything I do. So I work with Laravel. I love everything I do. At the minute, I have 2 projects right now as a work in progress. One of them is called a Hood Stack, which is potentially something that will compete directly with Matt Skills. It's kind of, a new framework of skills that will make your coding agent super productive. This is a work in progress, top secret, keep it for yourself, but it's a work in progress. The second project I'm working right now, it's called a PET, which is the one we are working on today. PET is the equivalent of Cargo Vet. We're going to review every single change you are getting through Composer Update, which is the equivalent of NPM Update on the JavaScript world. Trust the packages permanently? No, you are trusting that version only. You are trusting that version only. Baseline is the right approach. I agree with you, Deep Vision. We may use dash baseline. No, trust the package. The only thing you are doing by trusting a package is that you are trusting that version. So the next Composer update you'll have to retrust the package basically. So I'm going to tell you something like, this package got changed. There is these 2 new lines. Do you trust the package still? And you are going to say yes. Justasino is saying the following. What is your thoughts on software engineers on the era of AI? Do you think they're going to be replaced by it, or is it a tool to boost productivity? Yeah, that's literally what I was telling people an hour ago. I think we got really good autocompleters in the years 2010. Then we have really good autocompleters in 2020 with GitHub Copilot. Now we have LLMs which literally write entire files. With all this process, nothing changed. You are still reviewing your code yourself. So it's yet another tool in my opinion. I do think indeed you are going to type less and less code in the future, but that doesn't mean you are not building code yourself still. You are still going to be responsible for reviewing, fixing bugs and everything. So that's still on you, dude. I'm still concerned, John Sugar is saying the following, I'm still concerned that updating and you have too many patches you spend an hour reviewing and everything. Dude, if you type Composer Update like I do every single day, you don't actually have to spend much time reviewing new stuff. It's just a few lines, that's it. And probably could be smart a little bit and only reviewing what we have, Now, software dev is being rebranded as agentic dev. That's it. That's what I think. Okay, so pet audit will now allow us to receive a package. And if you provide the package, we'll audit only one package. So why do we need the from and the to? I don't get this. I'm going to ask Cloud Code why we need that. Why we need the from in the to. I feel we don't need it. Well, we would need this if oh, to make the comparison with the existing. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. It does make sense. It does make sense. It does make sense. It does make sense, actually. Never mind. Move forward. Yeah, we need it because we may not actually know which version are we updating to, and you may actually manually specify it locally. So it does make sense. Never mind, move forward. Will be a separate CLI. I'll call it through Composer. Well, both. I'm going to call it through CLI, but you can call it to Composer too. Like right now, for example, if we go to my composer.json, there's a bunch of little scripts right now. Just check this out. So I have scripts linked that will execute reactor in Paint, test linked that will execute reactor in Paint, test types that will execute PHP stand, test units that will execute past PHP. So can you guys hear the music, chat? Is everyone listening to the music? Is the music good for all of you or no music? It's a composer hook, exactly. Pre-update, correct. How about now, chat? Music better? Okay, this one is a work in progress. Meanwhile, we have the... which one was this one? Oh, the trust thing. Okay, so we were reviewing migrating certified to trust. So with no argument, pat trust baselines every uncovered package at once. You should behave before writing. Show a list, confirm once, write immediately. Yeah. Show list, confirm once. Yes. We confirm, yes. Should the bulk pass trust cover dev dependencies? Yes. So production and dev. What happens to the current pat certify? We drop it. Rename only. Rename, yes. No, do you use PHP Storm Lite or normal? I'm back to the normal PHP Storm, by the way. By the way, chat, did you guys check what is coming new to the PHP 8.6? If yes, what is your favorite feature on PHP 8.6? By the way, I have a full video on this topic, by the way, okay? Food video on this topic. PHP 8.6 coming out in November 19. In October, I will be in Amsterdam on the PHP Storm's office doing a full stream of 2 days, but we need to do something on this day, okay? PHP 8.6 celebration day or whatever, 100%. A 100%, chat, 100%. 100% celebrating this beautiful language, chat. This is still a work in progress. Yeah, I think we are going to do one more task at the same time because this is taking a little bit. Should we review code, chat? Yeah, let's start reviewing a little bit of the code. So GitHub workflows tasks. We have a matrix that goes through PHP 8.3, PHP 8.4. Chat, which PHP version should we support? This is always like so troubling to me, kind of trying to understand a little bit which version should I support. Which PHP version should we support, chat? Type on the chat which PHP version should we support minimum. Okay? I was thinking about PHP 8.4, but I do need to think about this. So past 5 is on PHP 8.4. Laravel Pint is on PHP 8.3. So we may go PHP 8.3. 8 and above, no way I'm supporting PHP 8.1. No way. Just no way, dude. Just no way. By the way, chat, is the music good? Type on the chat if the music is right. Type W sound if the music is just perfect. W music, please. PHP 8.3 ends this year. I don't even know. Let me just confirm. Well, you know, it's already on security fixes, you know. PHP 8.3 is already on security fixes. So we are on PHP 8.4 already. W, nice. W, thank you, thank you. In real life streaming, celebrating PHP 8.4, that would be a good idea, dude. PHP 8.6, 100%. PHP 8.3 is a good minimum. Yeah, let's go PHP 8.3, chat. PHP 8.3, okay? So we prefer lowest. We allow running this on those 3 versions. We require no coverage yet. We are going to need coverage, so I'm going to type here Xdebug already. Do we have... Does peekoff work? It should just work. Let's go with peekoff, chat. Let's go with peekoff. Install dependencies. Yes, all perfect. So we run linked, we run types, we run unit. This is good. However, you know what, chat? We are going to do a composer test CI that just does the entire story. Composer test should do that. Run tests. Composer test should actually just run the entire CI. All right. Let me just confirm what we have. Yep, we have those 3. This is good. We are going to improve this, but for now, this is enough. All right. What else? Oh, this is much better than before. We had like 10 commands almost. It should dog food and audit itself on the CI. Dude, I like your way of thinking. That's so smart, dude. That's a good idea. So part of running composer test will be just running itself. Test itself. So this will run pet. Does it work like that? I'm not sure this will work, but let's try it out. So that will be pet audit. Test itself. Pet not isn't the working directory. So what is it? Oh, missing the dot. Yep, it works. That's a good idea. That was a very good idea. Should pet automatically fail if you are an unsupported PHP version? That happens by default on Laravel 0. That happens by default on Laravel 0, so we good. So I'm going to call this test dependencies. And I'm going to move this a little bit on top. So this will be close to the type safety tests. Test dependencies running pet. This is so good. Running style with Pint. Unit with past. Dependency with pet. Love it. Test dependencies. That was a very good idea, by the way. Who is the person again? Bruno, thank you for that, dude. You are awesome. All right. Very good idea. So what do we have here? Capability. What is a capability again? I'm going to have to read a bunch of this stuff already. Let's try to organize this a little bit. Try to understand what some of these terms mean, like ledger, for example. I have little no idea what this means. trust all dash dash all. Shit, I was wondering, like, in theory, the way cargo vet works, and I kind of need your help to understand if we should scope it a little bit or not. The way cargo vet works is that you need to specify what permissions a version have. Okay, so let's say the following: you have Laravel Pint, which has permission to have a binary, and that's it. Okay, and that's it. It doesn't have permissions to be ever included in your project. And then you have another project, which is called community math or whatever. Okay, let me just copy this entire thing. Community math, which is requirable, okay? Meaning that you can require classes from this project. However, if the community math comes with an auto-loaded file, meaning a file that gets required through Composer automatically through PSR 0, then this would fail because you trusted this project to be only requirable, but now it contains a PSR 4 auto-loadable file. I hope this stuff was clear. It might not be clear for all of you because meaning terms like PSR 0 and stuff like that might be confusing, even auto-loading and requirable, but let me know if any of you understood what I said, let me know. Yeah, how the permissions is filled. Now, I am this close to not have permissions at all. So either you trust it or you don't. You know, I think like this would be a little bit more easy to begin with. And then we think about permissions as a new feature of the V1 or whatever. So we ship this on 0.1 and then we ship this with permissions on 0.2. So we don't have to think about this. So either we trust on the package or we don't trust on the package. So no permissions stuff at all. What do you guys think about this? Is it a good idea or not? Because I feel like, first of all, if we think about permissions, there will be a set of permissions we have to come up with. So requirable, autoloadable, executable, like all this stuff. Then we need to understand, all right, if we give permissions to something be executable, what makes something executable to begin with? Someone else was just mentioning maybe there is an artisan command, or on Symfony there is whatever they are doing over there, you know? So I was wondering if we just, either you trust or you just don't trust to begin with. We'll make it much more simple. You know, at least we would have something that works on 0.1 and then we would come up with 0.2 with permissions. I think it's better, chat. What do you guys think? What do you guys think, chat? No permissions to deal with? I think it's a little bit better, chat. Because otherwise we would have to think about all this story. It might be a little bit too much. You agree? Thank you, thank you. That helps. Okay, I'm gonna accept this. This is literally the refactor of the certified to trust. This is the work in progress. Meanwhile, let's go here. And if you guys agree, we just remove all of the permissions. Start small, yeah, I agree. Trust is good, but it's a little bit obscure. Like no run is going to go to each package and verify and let the tool do it. So yeah, the V0 trust is good enough. Yeah, I think like, Bruno, if we ship like, just think a little bit. If we have the test suite failing, imagine you are Bruno, you are working, and suddenly you have pet audit failing. The way I see you would tackle this is agent just fix this issue. And agent will be automatically using the -- agent flag because we just detect that automatically. And we would the agent will just loop on this and start trusting if that is actually good stuff. I think like with agents, this will be so powerful. Oh my God, this will be so viral, chat. I'm feeling it already. Technologia, how you doing? is writing in Portuguese, but I'm going to translate it in English, okay, chat? It's saying the following: Nuno, I'm sorry for my Portuguese. Coming back to the topic, my main problem right now is dealing with older versions of PHP. Can I... Oh, on the... Okay, so it's literally asking if I can use older versions of PHP. So when I build a project myself, I build it for myself only. Meaning that while it's open source, I won't like maintain PHP 7, for example, just because someone is using PHP 7. I don't use PHP 7 ever, so I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna go with PHP 8.3. Okay, I hope you don't mind. Oh, that was fast. Is it done? Oh no, it's refactoring. Okay. John Sugar is saying the following: maybe trust my package should also list updated dependencies on that package. Oh, it does. I forgot to mention that. Chat, I forgot to mention that. So this is also for transitive dependencies, meaning that if a given package now requires a new package or a package of that dependency got updated, you also are going to be required of validating that. So it's a dependency plus a transitive dependency. It's both, okay? TLDR, you or your agent is going to validate every single thing that goes to your vendor folder. That's the story. We also need the init. So the init will be a trust without any option. Pet trust will just create your init to begin with. Okay. All right, let's go here. Let's start here a new session. Oh my God, we had something really important to do and we just forgot. What was it? Oh shit, that's a problem. What literally we agreed on and I literally forgot. Oh, removing permissions, that's what. Can you remove permissions in all of the code we use for permissions right now? So I understand why permissions are important. However, it just is too much to think about for a 0.1. So just remove it. Either the user trusts a package or it does not. Approved? Here we go. Let's go. The enterprise sector is going to love this package. Yep. Well, I'm very positive that's happening. Yep, 100%. We're making progress, chat. We're making a lot of progress. So this is the open source repo. Let's actually start including things here as well. There's so many crap here. Oh, I do need to enable all this stuff. Immutable releases, removing wikis, removing projects, requiring sign-in web contributions, blah, blah, blah. This will be a repo. We need a logo. This will be dope, chat. I'm going to send you the repo, okay? This is the repo we are going to put this stuff on, okay? Here we go. Fully open source for every single one of you. All right, this is removing the permission stuff. This is rewriting the certify to trust. Right now, updating the README, which is good. Okay, we have a question from Max Vane, which is the following. By the way, I'm curious. Are you starting a project with Claude and guiding it via design? Or maybe you try to get the shape it via interfaces API before you use Claude. So for this project, I actually vibe coded the entire implementation and now I'm scoping it. Sometimes I not always go step by step. Sometimes I just vibe code the entire thing to see if it works, to see if it's possible. And then I started like make it my own, you know, refactoring the code, making sure the API is good, you know, putting all the quality tooling. So this is exactly what's happening here, okay? So I just vibe coded the entire thing, and just to give you the perspective, kind of created like literally 10 different commands, and now I'm like scoping into literally 2 commands only, with only audit or trust. So I'm going to remove the check, and I'm going to remove this one as well. Which, by the way, with all the recent stuff, which coding model are you guys using right now? Are you guys using Claude Code? Are you guys using ChatGPT? What are you guys using right now? It's crazy. The industry is like moving so fast. I actually now have 2 Claude Max sessions. One by Laravel, another one by Anthropic themselves. They literally give me one. Yeah, sometimes just vibe code the entire thing and then you just refactor it. That works too. Siri. Use Siri as vibe code, as a coding model. What is that, dude? GPT 5.6 Luna Max. Interesting. All right, chat. Is now removing all the permissions crap, which is good. It's going to simplify stuff so much. What is this? I don't know what this is, but this does not belong here. This is literally 2 helper support functions. I'm going to move them to the support folder. Okay. Can you move commands support to support? I use Cloud Code with Fable and Opus. I use very little Fable, I'm going to be honest. I use most of the times, if not always, just Opus 5. That's it. Opus 5 all the time. Have you used Math Skills? So I'm actually building a competitor of that thing. Call it the Hootstack, sorry. This is literally a direct competitor actually to Math Skills. I'm getting started, so this is like so early right now, but hopefully we'll compete directly with that project. So we'll give you skills like, review and stuff like that. Max Payne is saying the following. I like it because specifically I can switch models from GPT, Claude, and Queen for some hardness. I feel you. John Sugar is saying, I'm on a $20 month plan. I found LunaMax used 2% of my daily tokens for 2 hours of work. I never reached the limits now with the max session though. And if eventually I do, I just change the plan. So app support is on the core, test arch, and Delta depends on Illuminate. How should we move and handle it? Move both, drop support from the core, move both, and adjust the test suite. That's it. All right, this is still a work in progress, and this we can close. Ooh, let's see. The permission model has deleted under me. Should I proceed with the trust command? Adjust the trust to the schema 3 now by not relying on permissions. Precisely that. I'm going to wait a little bit. So I'm going to say the following. So basically, I have removed permissions to make this project more simple. Either the user trust on the package or not. And that's it. And I'm going to wait a little bit until this is done. Oh, it's already on the documentation. Should be almost done. Does the confirm once flow still make sense with no permission to review? Well, yes, it does, because it still needs to kind of, agree that it still trusts on the project. So. You cannot afford the max plan? Well, you don't have a boss, dude? You should ask your boss for the max plan. That's it. Oliver BR, how you doing, dude? Welcome to the live stream. Regards from Brazil. Welcome, man. Nice to see you. Welcome, everyone, chat. Welcome, everyone. By the way, a couple of news. We just reached 30K subscribers on the channel. Thanks for every single one of you for being a subscriber of my channel. You guys are absolutely awesome, okay? Absolutely awesome. I'm going to start working on another session while those two are in progress. Let's see what we have. So we have pet check. This one doesn't make any sense because does it though? No, it does not. Because in my opinion, this one should be migrated to audit dash dash test, basically. So if you type pet audit dash dash test, you are running that on test mode. So you are not actually, you know, doing stuff. A little bit like Paint, basically. So I'm gonna say, do not actually do this. I'm gonna say the following. Dry. I don't like the dry, dude. So chat, by the way, think with me a little bit, okay? So right now we have this audit thing, and we also have this check, pet check. So I don't like pet check. I feel it sucks a little bit, all right? So I migrated, and I was thinking about dash dash test. Someone is saying dry or dry run. I don't like this option name. I feel dry is so, I don't know, man. If I were to be the next vibe coder of this world, do you actually know what dry run means? I don't know, maybe it's an English term that everyone knows about. What do you guys think about this? Laravel is very, very good. I agree with you, dude. So chat, we have a couple of options. Let's make a votation on this. We have dry run, we have test, or we have dash dash check. I don't know. What do you guys think? Come on, everyone typing on the chat. Which option should you use here? If you want to have a 0-1 status code on the console. Most CLI tools use this dry. Dude, if I were to do my stuff on existing stuff, I wouldn't build anything, literally. Dry run, come on, chat. So today, by the way, we have Paint using test. We have Reactor PHP using dry run. What else? What is check? Well, if you type past audit, this will give you an interactive way of audit something. But my goal is like you get the 0 and 1 from this. I'm starting wondering if we should have another comment for this. I don't know. Oh, this will be tricky, man. What do you guys think, chat? Where that trust info will be stored, the trust info will be stored on the pet.json right here. You see this? This means that I have trusted on BrickMath, Carbon PHP, and everything. Real PHP security is removing WordPress. Dude, WordPress is a very successful project. Like, people tend to mock successful projects. I don't know why. Like, WordPress is very successful, jQuery is very successful, Bootstrap is very successful. Just let that sink a little bit. All those 3 projects are going to be 1 billion times more successful than many trendy frameworks right now. You know, think of a very trendy framework right now. They will be miles ahead of WordPress. Let that sink in a little bit, all right? Your live stream makes us feel right at home. Thank you, man. I also love live stream. We're going to be back with another live stream tomorrow, by the way. Tomorrow I'm going to stream with Brent. Well, I'm not sure yet because he had issues today, but I think we are going to do another episode of Urgent PHP tomorrow. Chat, should we go with dash dash test, dry run? Come on, everyone, every single one of you need to type on the chat. Dash dash test, dash dash dry run. What should we do? We could do both. Same as Rector. All right, you guys won. All right, you guys won. You guys won. Okay, that's it. You guys won. All right. So I'm going to say the following. Migrate pet check to pet audit dash dash dry run. And that's it, I think. Yep. Hey Zoho, you just joined. So basically, like, imagine that you are working on the CI and you don't actually want to audit things. You want to make sure things are actually audited already. So the test dependencies, instead of being just pet audit, it will become pet audit dry run. That's what we are doing right now. Previously was pet check, pet check, which I don't like it. Pet audit dash dry run is much better. Thank you for the feedback. I love the candid feedback, chat. That's important. That we are always, that important that you guys are not a yes man. Like if you would say, "Oh, it's test because Nuno have said test," that would not be good. So I appreciate you guys being candid with me. Okay, thank you so much. So this is done. Let's actually close this. This is the trust brief. So this is the permissions should be totally gone. This should also massively simplify the project. The capability folder literally got fully removed, which is good. Okay, which is very good. Okay, we still have a lot of stuff to review, but we're making progress. A lot of progress, actually. So this was the refactor from trust to trust. Okay, from certified to trust. So this is done as well. I'm going to close this. Now we have the dry run refactoring in progress. And the permissions are equally gone, which is good. So goodbye. Okay. In terms of README, let me just double check how we are in terms of API. Let's go all the way top and actually just read this, okay? I don't like the word ledger. I kind of want to ask you guys this. Does any of you know what ledger means? Because Cloud Code insists on using ledger for this. I don't know why. I don't even know what ledger means. Ledger meaning. Ledger is a book. Interesting. A digital database to record and organize transactions. Do you guys like ledger in terms of name? Are you guys aware that ledger means that though? Because it feels like a complicated word to me. Pretend would be also a nice option, by the way. Thank you for suggesting that. Indeed. Maybe a little bit too... Oh, you were aware of it. Interesting. Things that changed. Okay. You see, Malak is saying that he never heard this word before. Check the definition of blockchain is always defined as a ledger. That's a bad reference. If I need to know about blockchain to know about ledgers, that's not good already. All right, let's go here. So 2 things we need to do right now. Thing number 1, we need to work on the README. Thing number 2, we need to work on the terminal feedback from all those commands to see if the entire thing is working before I actually start refactoring things, okay? Once it's working, we add a bunch of tests and then we refactor things, okay? Can we close this? Yes, we can. Oh, we have still pet inherited. What is this? A shortcut for split packages. If a package is byte by byte subtree of one already granted, example, the Illuminate packages inside Laravel framework, this granted without a second review, limited to the permissions found on the subtree alone. Why do I even care about this? A shortcut for split packages. This is confusing. I'm going to say this to Cloud Code. So, pet inherited is confusing. If I depend on Laravel framework, that should be a single, a single dependency with a single version. Why Illuminate is ever mentioned here? That's very confusing. Ledger is confusing. I agree with you, man. Very confusing. 100% confusing. Same with crypto. Do you guys think that only crypto in blockchain people know what ledger is about? Because it feels confusing, you know? I almost want to drop entirely the ledger. Let's just dependency audit for PHP. That's it. That's enough. Okay, so what we have about this init command. Laravel framework declares replace support and blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's a lot of text. And requires one collection its own, installs a split tree without the monorepo. Each of those trees is byte by byte copy of the directory inside Laravel framework archive. Okay, I'm gonna say the following again. I don't care on what is on the replace section. In other words, I only care about that package. Illuminate framework contains as a whole. Can we drop that command in any inheritance reference, really? Okay, do we have the dry run done? Okay, dry run is done, chat. That's good. So we should be able to actually try to work with this. So if I type pet audit dry run, this should work actually. 75 packages are covered. Oh yeah, baby. So I don't need to do this because all of them are covered. Nice. So if I go to my pet.json and I remove this, they should actually start complaining or fail. Here we go. So I have a new package that came through Composer Update, and I can review it. Let's do it. Review brick math. So this tells me that we have a new hash, contents new, it's 27 files. We don't see the diff though. I would expect to be able to specify the diff here, which is surprising. Do we have an option to do that? Print the source diff for every reviewable change. Okay, what is this? I would expect this to be there already. There is none. Okay, I need to ask this. So this command is not doing any sort of interactive diff. Is that expected? I'm going to move to plan mode. No, actually, let's just go in accept all changes to see if it's expected, okay? I think this is a Laravel package and has a service provider. Oh no, this is a Laravel 0 package, meaning that it will ship us with 0 dependencies and everyone can use it on the PHP world. Didn't I started this with... Oh? Why did it require approval? What the fuck? Didn't I start with dangerous permissions? Yeah, I did. Oh? This will be like for any PHP developer, by the way, chat. Any PHP developer will be able to use this. All right, this is done. Good job, Cloud Code. Love you. This is the inherit trap. Okay, we dropped the inherited and we don't longer have that concept anymore. We should be down to literally 2 commands right now. Yep, audit and trust, that's it. I love it. Okay, let's see what we have here. So that's expected. No entry on path.json, yeah, because I removed it. No delta here because there is no baseline. You get one by either naming the version. This is interesting. Shouldn't just do the entire diff though, from 0 to everything. I'm gonna say interesting. I'm gonna actually speak to it. So interesting. I would expect though to just see the entire project source code, or it is intentional that we don't have that. So basically, by the way, chat, in case you don't know, Cloud Code has a way of you speaking to it. It's called the voice/voice, and you can just press space and then you just speak with the Cloud Code. I use that stuff all the time. Literally all the time. Do you guys typically just type everything, or you also just space and you just speak to it? Does anyone use voice while interacting with your LLMs? Because it's actually very useful. You can do get a lot of stuff done by doing that. Whisper Flow, what is that? Whisper Flow. I use voice, yeah, that's same as me. Don't type, just speak. Oh, this is the same thing, I think. Literally the same thing as I'm using. Depends on if a public space or not. By the way, Simon Curad, are you going to Web Summit? I already rented my hotel, by the way. If you're staying like in Lisbon during Web Summit, you should rent your hotel because they will be packed. A lot of people. All right, so what do we have? Interesting. So I would expect to see the entire source code diff. Not intentional, there is a gap, not a decision, nothing in agents.md, section 5. Okay. Okay, I'm actually interested to see what happens if we review like one by one, because I may be confusing on exactly what this project is doing right now. So if I type audit, let's say, I'm go here and let's just copy this stuff, audit this, and let's type help, and I have 2 in, yep, so 2, and let's go here and do this, and let's go to the version 2.2.0. So we have 2 changes on 2 files, but it doesn't actually tell me the changes. Okay. So there is a commit difference, but it doesn't actually tell me the changes. Every change on this delta can be reviewed by reading it. Right. Should we give an option -v or whatever that will just give me everything? I think we'd go with -v or -- verbose to literally output the contents that we actually have as a diff. Because I don't feel like if we publish like this, people won't read it. Let's go with -v, chat. I think will be much better. Ooh. Yeah, because if we go with -v, potentially we can go also with formats, indeed, like JSON and everything. You know what I mean? The problem is after the update, it doesn't have the old code. Well, you are assuming that we are using the source code that exists on the vendor and not actually HTTP. Omli 9 is free for non-commercial use. I have no idea what that is. You mean for the diff? What are you talking about? Okay, I'm gonna ask the following. So this is the output we have. Let's go here. So we have this. Oops, not this one. This one. Is this expected? If yes, do we have a way of making it more verbose? If not, what do you suggest? Thinking about a user or an agent running this command and being able to either interactively, I'm not yet sold by the interactive stuff, but interactively trust a package, or just having right there everything he needs to then type, pet command, trust, or just right there interactively say that it trusts the package. I don't know. I want you to plan this and maybe come up with an idea. If you think it's a good idea, maybe what we already have is already a good idea. This is such a good translation, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm going to change to plan mode right now. Just see what Cloud Code proposes to me. I think it's using ashes to determine the changes. Maybe. It might be already. Sure, -- show source for the flag. Well, that's the -v should do, I think. I think we should have formats, by the way. Okay, -- format, and go with verbose if you want to actually check file by file. Because in theory, the contents of the file are equally important. Like looking what we had right there. Like here we have 2 changes. In theory, and I mean in theory, an hacker can have something like this. Can go here and do something like, you can execute code right here. You can literally execute shell commands right here, okay? So we do need to actually verify file by file to see if we don't actually have any exploitable source code. I want to see what Cloud Code suggests to me, okay, chat? Jess Cruz, what is Omniline, by the way? By the way, chat, a lot of people watching the live stream, I want to ask you, please, for God's sake, go all the way down, subscribe my YouTube channel if you're having fun today. By the way, in case you haven't noticed, there is like a lot of cool YouTube videos on my YouTube channel right now, including stuff about PHP, if you love PHP. I recently have made videos about security as well. I think like this video about PHP 8.6 is actually very good. I'm literally telling every single thing coming from PHP 8.6. I also have this video about security mistakes every dev makes, which is really cool. I talk why should you return 404 all the time and everything. What else do I have here? Yeah, this video is also very cool. I talk about some of the directions the internals are moving on, which I don't agree on. So another good video as well. Technology is saying the following: you are giving some tips to Claude, but sometimes he follows his own path. Well, not really. I like to, I like to work with Claude, just like a pair programming buddy, you know what I mean? You are amazing so much, dude. You are awesome for saying that. All right, let's start reading line by line while we have that thing working on, okay? So, signature, audit, yes, package. We got one installed package, vendor name. From, show the delta from this version rather from the granted one. Okay, so this is basically if we are audit one package from a given version instead of literally going to composer log, which is, a valid option to have. Then we have the to, which is the version on front of it. We have the path of the project to audit. Do we need this? Maybe not. We can give a path. I think it's fine. -- dev only Well, we are not including dev dependencies. We do want to include dev dependencies by default. Okay, I want to remove this because I want to exclude any kind of ambiguity. 100% sure, chat. Fully remove --dev option and just always work with all dependencies, including the dev ones. Limit 15. Do we want to? Yeah, we do. So no limit at all. Fully remove limit. We don't need this. -- all? No, this is a default. What we mean? Okay. We don't need this. Using audit without a package is effectively -- all already. Okay, the from needs to be an option. Convert the from to -- from as option. I just feel it's a little bit more, a little bit better. We have the to as an option, so the from needs to be an option too. Plus is an option already, like literally. Composer -- dry run. What this does though? Malak is saying the following: can't we just get the next versions by checking the update package available version instead of writing it by hand? Composer update dry run. Maybe. Okay, so dry run -- locked. What is this? We don't need this. This is going away as well. Remove this. Manifest. Print the manifest. No, we don't need this. Patch. Print the source diff. We don't need this. We don't need this. Well, this will be kind of refactored a little bit by this Cloud Code session. Where should the trust decision live once the diff is on the screen? The trust decision should be on the trust command or also interactively on the audit. This is a very good question. Let's not make it interactive for now, chat, because this will also, I don't know. Good question. All right, chat, I need your help. Let's go back into the Scratch thing. So right now we have past audit, dry run. We have past audit, and we have past trust. The question from Cloud Code is, we have two options, right? So option number one, do it like this. And this will offer interactive ways of trusting things because it goes one by one, However, one of the options we have effectively is, instead of doing this, is going a little bit more simple. And by going simple means that this will always be on dry run. We no longer have any interactive mode. And the only way of trusting things is by typing this, which in hindsight might be actually better. What do you guys think about this, chat? Kenjo is saying the following: I do composer out and then visit the repos of the outdated packages to check any changes. Well, this will simplify that like a bunch, okay? And just compare the changes through the web app. This will literally just do that much better, in a much better way, okay? This will be much better than that. Malak is saying we don't need the to and the from options. Yeah, you don't. It's true, but you might want to do an audit without actually being on the context of a composer. You know what I mean? That would be nice to have. Is there an official package for Kafka? No, we don't have any package for Kafka. No. By the way, chat, I want every single one of you going all the way down and subscribe my channel. It would mean the world to me, the stars, the planet, and everything in the between, okay? By the way, chat, if you guys want to see something really, really cool, type this in your console, okay? This is the best thing in the entire planet. Literally, just type this in your console, and you will see stars happening in your console. Okay, just type that, chat. You literally will, follow me across various social medias, which is very good. TikTok, Instagram, and everything. Just type that command. It's beautiful. Okay, beautiful command. All right, what am I doing? Okay, I need to go back. I'm gonna remove the interactive stuff entirely because I do think it will simplify things a little bit. So I'm gonna chat about this. Okay, I'm gonna chat about this. So I want to simplify things. To trust something will be always via the trust command. The audit command no longer have dry run, and it will always be on dry run, basically. Wait, I'm not done. What else? Accept multiple packages at once on the trust command. Comma, separated list, maybe? All right, much better, much better, okay? Question from Shirak is saying the following. Does Laravel Cloud has a low Golang services? So I don't know how much that is already shipped, but let me see. Like Taylor literally announced that we have now support for Go and Bun and everything. Is it shipped already though? Oh, not shipped already. So you already have Next.js and Nuxt. And I think like Go and everything else is coming in the future. I think. I may be confused. I don't know anymore. But you should check that out. Please continue Rust. I don't know, man. I may continue, I may not continue. I'm not sure yet. Did you guys enjoy the first episode of the Rust lesson? Let me see. How were we with numbers though? It consumes a lot of tokens. What exactly? Yeah, that's a good views. I may do a second episode indeed. All right, so pet audit package print the source diff by default rather than underlying patch. No, we do this. Oh. Under budget? No. So, chat about this again. The diff of every file only gets displayed via -v, basically. Verbose. Why PHP developers should learn Rust? I think like every single one of you should know different languages. So, how many languages do you guys know? Type on the chat, like what languages do you guys know how to work with? Like, do you know TypeScript? Do you know JavaScript? Do you know Java? Do you know Python? Do you know Rust? Just type the languages you guys know, okay? I think in general, especially if you're a PHP developer, you should 100% sure learn other languages, just because there's so many concepts that you don't know as a PHP developer. Generics, sync programming. There is so much stuff, dude. Like that doesn't exist on PHP. And by migrating to other languages, you will work with concepts that you don't know yet. But also like other ecosystems, they deal with stuff that you don't have to deal with. Like for example, if you think about Swift, for example, you deal with a mobile environment, which is much different from web development in general, So for example, Veltix is saying PHP, TypeScript, Golang, a little bit of Rust. This is like my land as well, I'm going to be honest with you. But, you know, if you looking at this, for example, if you were pivoting a little bit to Swift, that will like be drastically different for you. So, you know, oh well, native PHP is now introducing a little bit mobile development for PHP, so you may not have to do it, but Java, probably Java is the only language that I have not professionally worked on. Java and C Sharp. Java and C Sharp are the only languages that I have not professionally worked with, like actually for a living, for winning money. So I have made money with PHP, with JavaScript, with TypeScript, with Golang, with even Rust. What else? Python as well, Ruby, not Java, not C Sharp, not C, not C++, and that's it. Vue, React Native, I feel you. Well, that's JavaScript pretty much. Well, they almost have their own syntax, so. James is saying the following. What do you think about Take and Takeout? I don't know what that is. Technology is saying the following. Do we have the pleasure of doing a live in Portuguese again? I'm not sure, dude. Like, all my audience is like literally English speaking. Also, like, realistically, if you speak Portuguese and only Portuguese, you should learn English. Like, literally, English is so important for literally putting yourself out there for the entire world. Is a universal language, you know. Everyone speaks English, so. Jess Chris saying the following. We need to talk with you about being a member here. I had the problem with my old YouTube account. What do you mean? Oh, this is like becoming so much clearer right now. Let's wait a little bit to the refactor of the audit comment a little bit. Let's actually do a to-do list of things we still need to do on this project, just in case we don't finish it today, which is very likely the case. So let's type here, let's actually create a new file. Let's type this to-do.md. Let's just put here the stuff we are still missing on this project, okay? So we need to review every single decision. So in terms of options, API, etc. Review every single line of code. I'm going to do this at the end, okay? Review test suite. So here we need a lot of smoke testing, snapshot testing, like all that stuff, okay? Making sure we have a very good coverage area so then we can refactor the code. So this will be snapshotting, etc. Then we expand and improve the test suite with feature testing. So we want to have actual projects under the test folder so we can actually run this project against it. You know what I mean? Feature projects. Okay. So more tests on this. So once we are done with that, then we can review every single line of code, and this will involve some refactoring. Then I want to kind of rewrite readme. Should we do, yeah, this will be right here. Rewrite readme again. Then we have marketing. So this will be videos, artwork, etc. And I think that's it. Am I missing something, Chad? Am I missing something here? Let me know. Jess Chris saying the following. They blocked me and now I cannot cancel my membership here. Really? That's interesting. So you can no longer log in into your old YouTube account. Therefore, you cannot cancel a membership. I will do that for you. Do you mind of reaching me out on Discord, please? Just write me a message. If I don't see the DMs directly, because I have a little bit of, you know, just reach me out on general channel if you don't mind. Taylor added Java support to cloud. I don't think that's like fully done yet. Okay, it's not fully done. All right, chat. This is a to-do list. Let's see where we are here. I'm gonna commit everything already, just in case you guys want to help me out during the night. So this is done. Okay, this is like literally still working on it. I wanna commit this stuff to be like fully done. Why is it talking about ask if we no longer have any interactive thing here? So no, again, no need for dry run anymore. Nothing is interactive. You send a DM on X, dude. DMs on X are broken because I receive so many spam that I don't know what is spam anymore. Like if you go to my DMs on X, I have a lot of spam and people's messages are like in the betweens, and so I cannot see them. So just Discord me. Just go to my Discord. Marcus is saying the following. By the way, Nuno, any cool tips to review and refactor AI generated code? Well, besides going line by line, no really tips on that. I do think you should have a lot of tests into it before actually doing the refactoring. So do a lot of refactoring, do a lot of smoke testing, and then you refactor code. Malak is saying the following. Do you commit all your agent files and skills, or do you add them through the git ignore? A very good question. So what do I do typically is that I have a local Claude file. Do you guys know that one? You can actually have local Claude MDs file. So I have the Claude MD of the project, what I share with my colleagues, and then I have a local file of Claude code still, but it's only Nuno reads it. James is saying the following. Do you think software dev roles will evolve? Yes, I do think like a lot of developers are going to become outdated, like literally, just because they don't keep the pace with AI development with agentic coding. So if you are anti-AI, or if you don't use AI all the time, you are already outdated because you will be slower than me 100%. So pat audit carbon blah 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 prints the name of the files exactly, and then the info. If we use -v, then we print the source. That's the plan. Why it continues to fucking talking about the ask? Like, Jesus Christ. Dude. Alright, I'm gonna try Control C. Dude, focus. Again. No Symfony ask. No interactivity. Thanks. TLDR. Audit displays or lists the changed files. Audit-v lists the changes files with the changed source code. Trust instantly trusts in no questions here. Was this clear now? Chish. Jess Cruz saying yes, thank you. You're welcome, dude. Well, assuming that I can pause a membership. I don't even know if I can do that. I assume I can, right? But yeah, Claude literally allows you to have a local file as well. You are paying things 2025? Well, thanks for your support, dude. This cannot be committed, I think. No, this can be committed. Never mind. All right, so this is done. Let me open here GitHub real quick. right, let me see if this is correct though first. Why is continue to show patch? Dude. Oh, okay, this is much better. Oh, here we go. Yep. Delete patch in dry run, exactly. Do it. Do it. All right, chat, in case you just arrived, today we are working on PET. PET is a new PHP project that is the equivalent of Cargo Vet, a project on Rust that does analyze the things you are about to get in your project through Composer Update. So every single time you type Composer Update, you just accept blindly whatever is coming to your vendor folder. And the goal of this project is that you type Composer Update. If there is a new dependency coming through Composer Update, you are going to review the changes of that dependency, you or your agent, okay? And only then you trust on that Composer Update dependency. And I effectively think that this will solve any supply chain attacks that you may have. If you never trust blindly on stuff, this might actually fix some of that, all right? We do it like this. You're welcome, GC. You're welcome. You're welcome, dude. All right. We do it like this. I don't know what is build cache, but we do have stuff we don't need here. All right, so I want to open GitHub so I can see the diff of these changes real quick. How about compiled PHP? Dude, that's actually one of the biggest problems I have right now. I cannot think of ideas to do that because I know exactly what you mean. FAR, for example, or even compiled PHP, you will just get the new full binary where you cannot have access to the code itself. So I don't have a solution for that yet. I know exactly what you mean. For example, a new Laravel Pint update where you don't know exactly what changed because the code is obfuscated. So I have no idea. So I know that binary code should not actually display any diff. That's the only thing I know right now. All right, so I want to show the GitHub diff. Let's go here. Let's add a new source, max screen capture. I want to display a new source instead. This will be GitHub. Add source, and this will be application capture. This will display GitHub desktop, and that should be it. This needs to go to full screen. It needs to go all the way down. Here we go. Okay, let's see what we are about to push. Interestingly, oh, because I haven't cloned yet. Yeah, yep. Oh, this is good. Yep. So I'm gonna just do this. Incorrect password. Oh shit, 1 second. Commit -m whip password. Oh my god, what is my password? Oof, done. Okay. All right, back to the game. ChatGPT pet logo. Can I safely open it, dude? I'm gonna just open it without sharing the window. Let's see. Oh, I actually like it. Oh my god, that's good, dude. What do you guys think? Well, I think we can do better though, okay? Being really candid with you, I think this is good, but we can do better. But this is a good one. Maybe this is a good beginning, you know? What do you guys think about this logo, chat? Is it W logo or a L logo? What do you guys think? Type W logo if you like it. I think it's not bad, but it can be better. All right, so I need to go into this. I need to clone this stuff. Oh, pet already exists. Ooh, I'm gonna call this pet git repo. Done. So it's empty, exactly. Then I'm going to remove everything on Git. Done. And then I'm going to move everything on that Git to one folder below Git. All right, done. And I can now remove this. So now I should have like the entire thing. Interesting. I think I have made a mistake. 1 second here. 100% sure I did. So this should be moved to the pet repo. Okay. How about now? Here we go. Much better. Okay. Cloud code is still finishing, so we need to wait for this. Jeskru is saying the following. Hi Nuno, I'm building Omniline for the registry infrastructure side, focusing on controlling where dependencies come from and enforcing trust before they enter in an environment. Love your opinion. Oh, for infrastructure. Interesting. Well, we're building that for web apps, so that's cool. Bum, 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 bum. It's already on the docs, chat, so we'll be very close to be done with this. Again, this is a work in progress. I'm going to probably work on it tomorrow as well. Again, there is a huge to-do here. So in case you guys want to help me out, feel free to do it until tomorrow. I think, like, if you want to work on something, I'm going to be honest with you, just work on stuff that will potentially not be hub to huge conflicts, you know what I mean? Like set up the smoke testing, I think will be something really helpful. So go to the test suites folder and set up a scenario where there is, 3-4 projects, for example, with actual composer.jsons, composer.logs, and run pet on those. I think that will be helpful if you want to do that. What else? Marketing and obviously, artwork. If you want to work on logos, that would be helpful as well. It's running the test suite, but it should be close to done. So tomorrow we are going to have urgent PHP on the channel. If it's not tomorrow, we are going to still work on this, I think. So by the way, my editor is not actually this week with me. Is taking vacation off. So this week will be fully live streams every day, pretty much. So live stream tomorrow, live stream Wednesday. Be around, chat. Be around because there will be live streams all days this week. Rector passes. I'm going to just literally cancel this because I want to commit everything. So you guys have access to everything here. So let's see if I'm not committing anything I shouldn't, but we should be good. Okay, this will be cleaned, but let's just accept it for now. All the source directory, we don't care. What is this already? Oh, okay. good. Claude just points to the agents. This is good for now. Good for now as well. Just the Eden stuff. This is the binary. This is the JSON, which will be there for now. PHP standard level 9. Nice, 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 nice. Interesting. We don't have tests. Oh, because we don't have tests. Yeah, exactly. That's part. It's one of the to-dos. Exactly. So Python.json styling all the project. README. Do we care about README? No, we don't care about README. Let's just remove the entire README completely. Okay. Empty completely. Okay. Reactor, cool. Test arch. So no test at all. And we have a to-do. That's it. All right. So let's just type here chore first. And let's commit this. All right. This should actually go to nunomaduro pet. It should actually have stuff now. And here we go. All right. Chat, this is a repo. Again, you guys can actually contribute to this, okay? Might be first time seeing Nuno using PHP Standard Level Max. I'm going to use PHP Standard Level Max. So that's one of the to-dos that I have here, which is reviewing code, which involves reviewing every single thing, including the test suite. In the test suite, I will review code coverage, PHP Standard Level Max. This thing will be top-notch, okay? We are still in the phase that we are kind of shaping things a little bit, trying to understand where we're going, but we're going in a good direction. I can already feel that this will be so viral, okay, chat? This will be so viral, okay? And you guys can be part of it, all right? Don't forget to contribute. Chat, that's it for today is a stream. Again, we'll be live stream here tomorrow. Again, make sure you subscribe my channel. I hope you guys had fun today. Let's rate someone as usual on Twitch. Boom, 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 boom. I hope every single one of you had fun today, chat, with me. I love you all so much, okay? Let's rate someone and be done with today's live stream. Who is live coding right now? Ooh. Ooh. We have Maya. Let's rate Maya. All right, chat. Love you all. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Boo!